it might seem that H plus is going to OH minus and forming water, but the arrows are drawn in the direction of electron transfer. OH minus donated electron to H plus, both of them became neutral, and H2O is one of the product. H plus is moving to one of the carbons based on the stability of carbocation. That is not what we are discussing right now. But yeah, what H plus will get attached to one of the carbons, right, will kick one of the hydrogen in form of H plus. Hello everyone, my name is Sehaj and welcome to ATP STEM. In today's video, we will learn about how to draw the curly arrow notations correctly. These curly arrow notations are like a conversation tool in organic chemistry where atoms are talking to us which atom will be donating electron and which atom will be taking electron. These curly arrow notation provides a better understanding of reaction mechanism and help us predict the behavior of different species we encounter in organic chemistry. Let's get started. The thumb rule here with respect to curly arrow notation is arrows are always shown in the direction of electron transfer. So we will start with the donor atom and we will end up on the acceptor atom, right? So the arrow will start from the donor atom and it is getting ended on the acceptor atom. The arrows are shown in the direction of electron transfer. So one example I am taking here, we will discuss the bond breaking. Two kinds of bond breaking we have. We have homolytic bond breaking and heterolytic bond breaking. Let's understand it one by one. Bond formation was done in such a way that carbon gave one electron in bonding, the other carbon gave one other electron in bonding, and they formed a shared pair called sigma bond here, right? Okay, so let's understand how what are the possible combinations to break this bond, right? So we have a carbon-carbon sigma bond here. In homolytic bond breaking, each carbon took their 1,1 electron and moved away. So during the formation of bond, each carbon donated 1,1 electron in this pair. While breaking the bond, they took 1,1 electron, and that movement of 1 electron is shown by this half curly arrow. All right, let's see. The species formed are called carbon free radicals. Okay, so free radicals are formed when a homolytic bond breaking takes place and 1 electron each is taken by the participating atoms. Okay, now let's move on to heterolytic bond breaking. So I have one more sigma bond between carbon and G here, right? Okay. Let's see. Two possibilities we have in the homolytic bond breaking. This sigma bond, the pair of electron, both electrons are given to carbon and G moved away in such a way that carbon took both the electrons. Okay, let's see what is the species getting formed. The species which is formed here is a carbanion and G plus. Why G plus and carbon minus? Because carbon took both the electrons, and you can see the arrow starts from the bond and it is ending up on carbon. That simply means the pair of electrons got transferred on carbon. Hence, it got a negative charge. This carbon negative is called a carbanion. Okay, this could happen other way as well, where G took both the electrons and moved away. So check that different color I have used. So in this orange color, G took both the electrons and carbon is left with no electrons. Check the direction of arrow, right? Okay, let's see what species we are getting here. In the orange I have shown when G took both the electrons, G is minus and carbon is left with a positive charge. This positively charged carbon is called a carbocation. So heterolytic bond breaking gives us ionic species. If carbon is taking electrons, carbanion. If carbon is losing electrons, G is taking electrons, carbocation. All right, let's see. Next example. Okay, this is an acid-base reaction I have taken. In acid-base reaction, let's see. The species I have is ethanoic acid reacting with OH minus. This OH minus might be from KOH, NaOH. So basically this is an acid-base reaction. Acetic acid reacting with OH minus, maybe from NaOH, KOH, calcium hydroxide, whatever. Okay, let's see. Hydrogen is slightly acidic in nature because it is bonded to oxygen, highly electronegative species. Let's see. Electrons got transferred on oxygen, check the arrow, became negatively charged. H plus got transferred to OH minus. Now, if I'm saying H plus got transferred to OH minus, but H plus has no electrons to give, it is taking electrons from the OH minus, hydroxide ion, right? So that is the arrow I would draw. Check the direction of arrow. Arrow is drawn from oxygen negative to H. When you have OH minus and H plus together, they will form water, right? It might seem that H plus is going to OH minus and forming water, but the arrows are drawn in the direction of electron transfer. OH minus donated electron to H plus, both of them became neutral, and H2O is one of the product, salt plus water, right? Next. So what I have here is nucleophilic addition on this acetone, right? Let's see. Carbon and oxygen. Oxygen is more electronegative, of course. Pi electrons got transferred on oxygen. Oxygen will get a negative charge. The moment electron got transferred on oxygen, this carbon became positive. On this electrophilic site, carbon positive, the nucleophile attacked. Check the electron transfer. Nucleophile, electron excess. This electrophilic carbon, electron deficient. Excess donor gave electron to acceptor carbon. That is the direction, right? Let's see what is the species form. O minus, because it got the pi electrons on itself. Carbons positive and nucleophiles negative got neutralized, and we have this tetrahedral species, sp3 hybrid central carbon, right? So the next example I have is of dehydrohalogenation of alkyl halides. Let's see, we have bromoethane added with OH minus. Generally this NaOH, KOH is taken in alcoholic form such that it acts as a base. Anyway, for now, bromine leaves, because it is more electronegative, it is leaving, taking the electrons of carbon and bromine electron pair, the sigma bond, right? Hence, the electrons are transferred, the arrow starts from this bond and ends up on bromine, right? Okay, this carbon, because its electrons were taken by bromine, it became electrophilic, slight delta positive charge. Okay, adjacent carbon started breaking the bond with hydrogen, right? And this bond is broken in such a way that electrons are moved away from hydrogen. So H is moving in form of H plus, and the moment H plus is formed, this OH minus grabs that H plus by donating electron to it. Hence the electron transferred is from, the arrow is from OH minus to H plus. OH minus and H plus together they form water, Br minus is left. Because H plus is kicked out, this became slightly negative and slightly positive carbon. They started making a pi bond, right? This is the idea. Check this dehydrohalogenation, the beta elimination reaction. It is an E2 type elimination I have shown here. As of now, just understand the direction of arrows. Arrows again are drawn in direction of electron transfer. That electron transfer is from donor atom to acceptor atom. To practice the application of these curly arrow notations, I have taken an example of a simple mechanism with a reaction, acid catalyzed hydration of alkenes. Alkenes upon acid catalyzed hydration gives us alcohol, as you can see in the reaction. So I have taken an alkene, H plus acid catalyzed water I have taken, and the product here is an alcohol, right? Let's see how this reaction proceeds. So alkenes as we know are nucleophilic site. They have loosely bound pi electrons. H plus I have added. Now this H plus is an electrophile nucleophilic site of alkenes. H plus should get attached, should get attracted to these carbons. because they have pi electrons. In what okay, H plus is moving to one of the carbons based on the stability of carbocation. That is not what we are discussing right now, but yeah, what H plus will get attached to one of the carbons, right? As you can see, it got attached to the left carbon. So in what direction should we show our arrow? From H plus to the pi bond? No. Electrons from pi bonds went to H plus. H plus was empty handed. It accepted electrons. So the electron transfer should be from pi bond to H plus, which will result in formation of carbocation. The moment carbocation is formed, we have a nucleophile, water. Water though is a weak nucleophile, but okay. On this carbocation, oxygen's electron will attack. Yeah, they will get attached. Now, electrons are getting transferred from a nucleophile water to the electrophile carbocation, right? Let's see, what should be the direction? Absolutely, water to carbocation, right? Electrons on oxygen, lone pair on oxygen, those got transferred to the carbocation. Now, when this happened, when this attack of nucleophile took place, oxygen got positively charged, right? Let's see how it will get rid of its positive charge. Oxygen, being a highly electronegative species, it does not like positive charge on itself. Let's see, let's get rid of this positive charge. Oxygen will kick one of the hydrogen in form of H plus, right? And the moment it will do that, it will become neutral and the whole thing is alcohol. As you can see, minus H plus I have done. Now, we have to break this oxygen hydrogen bond in such a way that oxygen becomes neutral and H plus gets kicked out, right? So yes, electrons are getting transferred on oxygen. So this should be our direction of arrow, right? See, we have gotten an alcohol. Okay, so with this I will conclude my video. I have attached a PDF of some reactions in which you have to show the curly arrow notation. Please answer in the comment box given and we will verify. With this, we have come to end of today's video. I hope you have understood the concept of drawing curly arrows. We will meet in our next video. Until then, thank you. Take care.